We are Legion.
We are all.
We are one.
We are
Watching. Nutty.
Hey folks, welcome back. We are here with another week's fun events in the world of digital cards here on the Hoardcast. I am joined as always by the lovely and talented Christel. How are you doing, Christel?
Good.
You could look right into your red cam. Like she has her own camera now. She taunted me and said, let me make it more of a studio in here. So I did. So I added another computer and another camera. And
so then we can be like, cam 1, cam 2.
Cam 2. Yes, exactly. So now when you address the audience, you can look right into your own personal camera. Hi, audience. How you doing?
But what's actually recording?
Everything. It's all recording. And joined with us today is our friend John. How are you doing, John?
I'm great, guys. Thanks for having me.
Love to have you here. This is ObDaOG.
That's
In the house. ObDaOG.
You make me sound so much more exciting than I actually am, Greg.
Now, I noticed that you're drinking out of is that a Hoardcast cup?
It is.
You have branded merch?
Branded merch!
What the fuck, bro?
It was a sticker from our friend Dan Anderson.
Oh,
That's right. Yes.
One of the
I
vinyl
I
crack
have 2 of those.
and I
we
stuck
have
it on
2
my
of them
Yeti.
laying around. I haven't used them yet.
Yep. Nope. Looks great on my Yeti. So.
That's nice. That's cool. Oh, I thought you had branded merch. I was like, what? We didn't get a cut of this. Where's my, I got a dime or something. Please help me, people. So it's been a wild week as per usual. In Star Wars, it's been really, really not wild at all.
No.
I would say mild.
It was not.
Mild would be
It was
more
not wild,
accurate.
It was mild. It was just, you know, it was meh.
Okay, so
It was meh.
it was meh. We've heard that descriptor before. And nothing really happened. We're still in the lull between marathons ending and assuming that new marathons going to be starting up. We'll probably see repeats of some of the ones we had previously, and then they may plug in some new ones this time. So we'll see. So, and we're still waiting on, I don't feel like we've gotten all of our awards yet. I don't feel like we've gotten all the overalls. I didn't drill in to see what was missing because I don't like to complain.
Someone said check your bulletins on those because they've been saying that they've been pushing some of the overalls to the bulletins because I guess there were some issues with some wave awards.
Yes, that is the case. There was a bunch that were popping up in bulletins, and because like heroes I got and concepts I finally got. Our friend, goddamn Matt fucking missed gold.
No, he missed it.
He fucking missed it. I mean, like he made a trade like Saturday at like 10 something. It was after 10, and I think he just fucking missed that deadline because he did have them all when they issued the awards. He got the blue, he got the red, no gold. And,
oh man, that sucks.
Fucking
I'd be so pissed.
Because he had them too. That's the thing that's so sick is that he actually had them in his stack and he just needed to go meld them and he just flaked and forgot about it. I mean, it's like me forgetting to open Neon Mob after 270 days straight. Just go derp and just completely fucking miss it. So I
did that too.
Yeah. It may be the first of his senior moments. he's in his 40s now, and that's about the time that the slow decline begins, and eventually you look like this. Yeah, so that was terrible. But moving out into the world of digital cards, we had nothing really big news happening in the world of the Garbage Pail Kids other than motherfuckers getting paid, haha, because I sold a bunch. I paid in like 50 to get in on the thing, and I got, let's see, I'd gotten 1 mega, and then I ended up buying a total of 5 of the $5 packs when they were still available. And just in the last week, I sold about $350 worth.
God damn.
So I cleared 300 bones, and then one of the guys in our Discord was actually looking to get out of his because they just saved a kitten. He just it was Night OC. He had just they had found a kitten in their, I think in their grill, in their garage or whatever.
Going weird places.
Kittens go in weird places, but they rescued this kitten in their backyard or in their garage, I don't know where, and so they're naming their kitten Weber after the grill that they had to destroy getting him.
Cute.
But he had this cute kitten, and so it's unexpected because they got to take it to the vet and all that kind of stuff. And so he was like, I just want to, if I can get out of this. And so he tripled up. He paid 25. I gave him 75 and just cleaned out what he had. So I bought back in a little after, and I'm still in the black. I'm like crazy. 273. So I'm over $200 in profit there. So it's okay. And then I actually made a trade with somebody earlier in the week for, they offered me a sketch for 2 of the base cards. So I was like, they were good base cards, but they're base cards and they've dropped a lot. So I went ahead and took the deal, and it's a friend of mine he's like he's my blockchain guru. And so I really got to kind of stay on his good side because he knows what the fuck's going on with this crypto shit. I have no idea.
But me neither. That's why I haven't touched it at all.
Yeah, well, it's funny because in the course of talking to this fellow, because he's kind of a pioneer in digital cards, I've alluded to this fellow before. Pretty soon we're actually going to have him on, and we're going to talk about a lot of stuff, and you'll understand why I put so much credence into what this guy has to say, because he designed the original Bunt. He designed the original Star Wars card trader. He was the one that actually designed Quid when it didn't suck. And came up with a lot of the mechanics in the history of our digital card lives here that we know. Some we know and love, and some were like, why the fuck did you do that to us, guy? So he's always been on kind of this forefront of the digital card thing, and he's way into the blockchain thing, and he's got some really interesting stuff cooking. So he's an interesting guy, so I definitely want to stay on his good side. And he was offering me base for a sketch, so I'll take that too. So that was cool. And then a bad thing that was not cool was our friend Dan, we mentioned, got one of those gold cards, and he put it up on eBay, and then he went camping. Did you see that shit?
Shit, I would have gone camping and went fishing and drunk a whole bunch of beer.
Yeah, well, he hopefully he didn't drink too much beer, because the person that bought the thing still hasn't paid him.
Oh, what a...
He's got a deadbeat bidder, and this guy wasn't like sniping on, he didn't have an auto snipe set up or anything. Like, he was watching you could see from the timeline. He showed me the bidding list, and you could see from the timeline that the guy was like, if somebody outbid him, 20 seconds later, he's like, the fuck you will, boom. So he was watching that auction all the way through the end and bid it up to, I think it was $785, something like that. And then he still hasn't been paid yet. So
that's just ridiculous, man.
He's got time. I think it's like 7 days. And the crypto guys are strange. The listings that I sold, one person did exactly what you're supposed to do. Here's my payment. Here's my username, and I could just go ahead and do everything right now. But then I had one that bought, and then like I said, hey, I need your user ID so I can send you your cards. And like they waited like 18 hours to finally go, oh yeah, by the way, I'm so-and-so.wham, and sent the stuff over. So they're kind of a strange breed. And
yeah,
I'm not sure.
It would take a couple hours for them to send me their fan name and stuff, but 18, that's still a lot.
18 hours is a long time. Well, he's going on, I think, day 3, and he still hasn't been paid.
That's just ridiculous, man.
Starting to stress a little bit, and it sucks. I mean, it's free money. He literally bought in at 25, and he wants to go to the second bidder, and I'm telling him, look, you got to hold on. You've got to go through the process so that they get this unpaid bidder strike.
Yeah,
because that's really important. You get 3 of those, and you're done. Bye. No more eBay for you. So that's really, as a seller, that's the only threat you have anymore, is an unpaid bidder strike if somebody doesn't pay you. You can't neg them. You can't leave a negative as a seller anymore. For somebody that just drags their feet and doesn't pay you or stiffs you, there's nothing you can do. But that unpaid strike's a big deal. So hopefully he'll hold tight and In the meantime, things have really settled down in terms of the wax market. The wax cryptocurrency was actually at like an all-time high about 3 to 4 days after the GPK drop, just because the heat around that was so high.
Oh yeah, sure, makes sense.
So the visibility was really, it's just like a stock market. It's a currency market like any other. And so anything where there's a lot of involvement, a lot of engagement, the thing goes up. So it had rocketed way up, and it's now returned to its previous level before the GPK drop. So Series 2 should be coming soon. They said in June. I would expect probably the second or third week in June at the latest. They'll be getting that out because they want to get that hype train, keep it rolling.
Yeah, and that just makes it even worse for Dan because, you know, that card is actually, I think it's going down in value.
Yeah, no, it 100% is, because I think the first day, and he made a little mistake by listing it so long. He should have done a 3-day listing and
Probably
stayed
would have been a
higher
good idea.
up on that hype curve. He thinks it sloped down quite a bit by the time it ended. But, you know, what are you going to do? He had plans. He wanted to go camping.
Can't blame him.
So that's bad news there. And then there's another property coming soon in the world of blockchain, which is NBA Top Shots, and they're hyping it heavily. I'm not sure exactly. It's on yet another cryptocurrency, and it remains to be seen how this is going to be rolled out. The GPK thing was nice because you could go in with your credit card and buy packs, and then it immediately was in the Wax blockchain. Some of the other ones are a little more opaque, and you have to buy crypto to pay for this stuff, and it's a big fucking pain in the ass. So if it's a direct build, I'll probably take a shot at it because it looks nice, and it does look like they're gearing it up for a phone format. All the preview images, they just dropped a video of it, which folks can see on YouTube. It's NBA Top Shots. It's clearly shaped like an iPhone screen. So there's something they're going to be doing with an app, either as a game or a trading exchange or something like that. So
that's going to be, so that NBA, that's also going to be Tops again?
No, it's not. It's not a Tops thing. A lot of these things are coming out from the Wax IO thing is actually from Wax. The ones that have the cryptocurrency came out with these, what they call NFTs, these tradable cards. So they're the ones that came out with that in cooperation with Tops. That's why their website is so. It's really bad.
That makes sense.
Their website's terrible. I mean, I think even Tops would have done a better job. But it's funny because in this world of blockchain, anybody can take the blockchain thing and use it in their app. Because there's total ownership, there's also a level of freedom where app developers can do and make apps to interact with these things. And there's all kinds of different things that are happening with these GPK cards that have nothing to do with Wax, have nothing to do with Tops. It's all independent developers that go, I'll take that and I'll put that into my app so you can view it, or you can see the card count, or you can see the historic pricing on it, or the ownership chain. Any of the metadata around this stuff is accessible by anybody, and anybody can put it into an app and use it. So
Well, exactly, because it is owned by the owner, not, the company that creates it. And because it contains within all the metadata with it, you're absolutely right. It can be included. It doesn't have to be a Tops app where you can view it.
Right. It's interesting. Yeah, it's interesting that like they make the thing, they put it out on the shelves, and whatever happens to it, it's just like a real toy or a real object. You put it out on the shelves, and after that, none of my business. If you want to write on it with magic markers or drag it behind the car with a rope until it falls apart, go ahead. Because that's what I like to do to my action figures. I like to drag them up behind the car on a rope. It's pretty funny. Like, I don't know. Just tie a string to them and you drag them behind the car and they bounce around. Oh my. That's pretty fierce. That's pretty fierce. Okay, so moving on. Bunt. You do anything in Bunt?
I occasionally go in and chase Orioles cards, but especially with no season and the fact that the Orioles just continue to suck so bad.
How can they suck if they're not playing? They're undefeated. This is the best season they've had in years.
It's great. But yeah, it's just, there's nothing really going on in Bunt, at least worth chasing. A lot of it, they're doing a lot of the same thing with, Disney and Marvel, where they're doing a lot of accessible sets and not much in the realm of, exclusives,
Right.
which actually, as much as I hate it, it may be the solution to get a lot of those excess diamonds out.
Yeah.
Because, with the whole wheel mess up, a lot of people had hundreds of thousands of diamonds.
I know a person who held on to theirs way too long. They should have burned that shit off in the off season and got a couple of 1 counts, and didn't, and now they're really pissed because they've got a mountain of those blood diamonds. They can't do anything worth a shit with them.
Yeah, and I'm all for bringing in more people, more fans. But, a lot of those hardcore Bunt guys, and there's a ton of them, they are pissed just at the lack of, exclusive content for them to chase. I mean, we saw it with the Inception set earlier this year where, the 1 to 15 pulls were usually like 20 counts. And now they're non-limited.
Yeah, it's insane. And
they
that
finished in the
was a
triple
set that
digits.
people had their teeth set for. They were ready for Inception when it came, and those low counts and things like that, and then sad trombone.
Oh yeah. There are probably, I know some guys, and there are probably 3 or 4 big sets that they release every year, and that's all they save their coins for. They pull Inception, they pull Gypsy Queen.
Yeah.
And new age players if they release, depending on how they release them. But yeah, it's ridiculous. A lot of longtime players are pissed. I'm cool with it because that means I don't have to spend money.
Yeah. Well, I saw like one Gaucho is back in Bunt, and he seemed to be having a good time. He got right back in there, but I don't know how he feels about the fact that there's no limited count things there.
He probably hates the lack of limited, but he also probably loves that he's not spending nearly as much money.
Yeah. Like that's the flip side, is it you can play very cheaply. I typically will buy like dailies throughout the week on diamonds, the $1, the $2 one, and just kind of sock them throughout the week. And then usually on Friday or Saturday, there's usually a big set that I can throw like 1,500 diamonds at and get like a box loader or something like that. And I'll throw that. And a lot of times I've been able to like throw that and then take all the good stuff, if I got something good, straight to eBay and sell it and make more than I paid in on it. So it works out okay.
Yeah, I mean, with Bunt, there used to be the opportunity of a really big payday.
Yeah,
I mean, you had, if you got one of those limited cards when they came out, gosh, like 30 something bucks a piece.
Yeah.
Or not, they were like 30 counts, and they were long, they were decently long odds to pull. But if you pulled one, you could flip it on the bay for 100 bones real quick.
Back in the day, you could actually pull those of coins too. Some of them.
Yeah.
Because
3 diamonds.
I pulled one of those and I traded it to 25 Nell Jack, I think was the guy's name, and he was big in kitten cards early, and then had kind of gone out when Bunt came back. And I had pulled one of those, and he had like red. I think it was either red Wildcats. No, it was red Laser Cats. I loved the Laser Cats. And so he had these red Laser Cats, and they were like 2 and 3 count. And I traded him that limited for those Laser Cats. And then I sold the Laser Cats for about $300.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, I pulled one once. It was actually an Oriole, but, I'm not keeping a $100 card in my collection. I'm going to sell that shit.
Yeah, baby, get paid.
I think I ended up selling it to one Gaucho.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then I went, took 20 bucks of the money I bought more crystals, and then pulled another one.
Oh, are you for real? Wow.
Yeah.
So, and did you keep it or did you sell that one too?
I ended up trading that one.
Okay.
I got some great low count Orioles I had been after for a while.
Nice. That's cool. So yeah, that's about it for Bunt. Kick's got some stuff going on. I'm supposed to be getting a segment from Tim. I don't know. It hadn't come out. I think he didn't. Something didn't go right. He tried to send it and it didn't go. So I don't know if I'm going to have a segment, but if I do, I'm going to put it right here.
Hey everybody, this is Tim. I'm Hazmat Corntail on Kick, which is what I'm here to talk to you today about. As you may have recall from a couple podcasts ago, The Bundesliga is back, and it is the first of, or one of the first major pro leagues from around the world that is back in action now during the coronavirus pandemic. The play resumed 2 weeks ago, and as I speak, we are currently beginning match week 29 out of 34, and with the season going to be running now through the end of the last weekend in June. So what that means for card collectors and users of the apps is that we're going to have a few weeks where Bundesliga is going to be not only in action, but it's going to provide a lot of scoring opportunities, a lot of cross-trading opportunities, and a lot of different values that'll be coming along in the packs. Right now, we're on the second to last of the boost series for the base cards. They are the ice boosts, and they're currently still in coin packs. There's a few thousand left as the last time I looked, and they're running right now. They're 1 in 35 for 10,000 coins. And they're trading pretty well, especially right now in the middle of a match week. You're going to have people who are going to want to try and improve their odds, improve their chances as the week continues, and that'll provide you some trading opportunities if you're able to pull a couple. There's one of the reasons why you especially want to be looking at insert sets and things like that right now for the Bundesliga is because they are now done their marathons, which means no more mints, no more signatures, and no more editor's choice, which is a big fan or pretty popular with the points chasers. So any of these inserts that come along, especially the highlight set that comes out every Tuesday, is going to be something that people are going to want to have. There's also a lot of in-app value going on with related to these. I've been trading the boosts for a lot of good MLS stuff. I'm a little bit more flexible than some folks in that I'll take current season stuff for old things, which you're still getting good value on, even though typically speaking this would be a time of year or at a point in the season rather where people are looking to offload stuff and are not looking to give value. They are right now. And so far in the last 2 weeks of boost buying, both the ice boost this week and the purple boost from last week, I was able to clear several contest awards, 3 on forms, 4 silver game changers at 50 count, and a gold game changer that I got just yesterday from 2014, one of the oldest ones in the app. So I was pretty pleased about that. So there is some stuff to be had, some value to be had right now with that. And it's particularly, it's something right now where a lot of people are after this stuff, even people who typically aren't collecting Bundesliga. I know I don't chase really much at all of the Bundesliga, or haven't been the last few years, but you can be sure I've been chasing these last 2 weeks, and I'm again this week. Because once the end of June rolls around, we really don't know where things are going to be at that point, because the 2 other competitions on the app that they support really aren't anywhere near a resolution or a plan as to when they're coming back. Just to kind of quickly update you on those. Champions League, last I saw, they're looking at maybe the beginning of August in returning, but there's still a lot of hang-ups with that plan, at least the plan that was proposed or at least was laid out in a Spanish media outlet recently. So even though there's some content with that, there's real no indication when that might be usable again, if at all, for this season. MLS, slightly in better shape. They were the first of the major American leagues, pro leagues, to allow players to come back and train in the team facilities. They're now allowing some small group workouts, but there's still no real plan in place that's been agreeable to both the players and the league as far as a restart. And even as I say this right now, I'm still waiting to hear what's going to happen with my season tickets for the Union for this year. Today was a deadline for them to come up with a plan, and as of this moment, this time of day, I still haven't heard anything. And it's about, it's going on 4 o'clock now, so end of business. So hopefully I'll hear something soon in the next hour or so. But at any rate, those are now getting the marathon treatment. That content is still coming along. We're now in, just today was week 4 of the Mint Chase. Tomorrow will be round 2 of Editor's Choice. And then starting on this Sunday will be the Sig Chase. All very popular. And most of those things that aside from the mints are coin available, and people want those. So there are some things to be had. There are some things to find. There's plenty of people who are active in trading right now. The contests are getting a lot of action. There's been roughly 1,000 participants each of the first 2 weeks back, and they are participating too. This isn't just a matter of a handful of people actually doing the contest, and then most people just logging in to try and hope for an easy award. So there's a lot of people, a lot of active trading going on, and a lot of things to get into. And we'll see what happens after June. Hopefully at that point we'll have a plan and we'll know what we're going to have to do with MLS cards. Hopefully we'll know what's going to happen with the Champions League folks, and we'll go from there. But in the meantime, this is Hazmat Corntail, aka Hazmat C, aka Tim, and hopefully I'll see you in the apps. And happy trading, and thanks for giving me a chance to ramble on for a little while. Take care. Be healthy. Wash your hands.
Okay. And now I don't.
That was good to know.
Now I don't know what to do. Yeah. Okay. We'll act like you did some.
Well, yeah, that was really fascinating.
Yeah, Tim, you did it again. That's
Nailed it.
amazing. Holy shit! I'm gonna reinstall Kick now.
Me too.
No, I still have Kick. Actually, I completed that.
Don't.
I completed that stupid groovy base set just because I kept pulling them and trading them for shit. You know, the Kick guys are, man, I'll tell you, the cross trading with those guys is fucking miserable. But I had something I wanted to cross trade for this week because in Marvel they had a Man-Thing card, but we'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah, I downloaded it just to spend all my coins and give Tim all the Inceptions I pulled.
Well, that's nice of you. I'm always looking out for number one. Cha-cha.
What?
Look into the camera and do that one. There you go. Okay, that's my life. That's what I see all the time. Glaring at me and giving me hairy eyeballs, rolling your eyes, looking so cute. Okay, so that got weird. Into the world of Slam. Those wrestle guys they got a taste of the future this week when they changed the card sheet and made it look like everybody else's card sheet with the tier system and no award tags.
Ooh. Well, that's miserable.
The legacy build didn't have them, and so they're in this weak section right now between the changeover to the new card sheet.
Oh, that's right.
And the new build. The new build's coming, I think, on June 4th or 5th, I want to say. So it's gonna happen fast. But right now, there's no award tag, so everybody's running around trying to, fuck each other over in Slam and take people's award cards, and stuff like that. It's not good. They're not happy. They're very unhappy. But
I'd be pissed too. I mean, Topps is about to take a big old folding chair and just beat the crap out of them.
Nice statement there on using the themes of Slam and their lust for violence and hitting people with chairs. Look out, he's got a metal chair! I love that. I don't understand how they get hit with those metal chairs, and it's got to fuck you up.
They're probably
Beats
made out
me.
of cardboard, really.
No, they go clang. They clank off of them and shit.
Special effects.
It's special effects. It's a cardboard chair. They hit him. It makes no sound. And then some guy under the ring goes clang. The Foley guy. They have a Foley guy.
There you go.
I know that they do a lot of stuff with hitting the mat to make everything sound a lot worse, and they punch somebody and they kick the mat at the same time. And it sounds like, this blow from on high. So they're not happy. And what's different about that? Do you do Slam at all?
No. I'll go in occasionally when I remember to open it, but that's not often.
Well, they had a set called I think it was Entrances or some, I don't know, some kind of entrances thing. It was a video card set, and they were 1 in 20 odds for the motion cards, the video cards. And so I pulled 100K on my main, 100K on my alt, and that's all I had. And I pulled, of all the ones to pull, I pulled Becky Lynch on my alt and Alexa Bliss on my main. like the two hottest ones that anybody was gonna want. So I was able to cross trade those for some Star Wars, so that was okay. Did pretty good with that. And it was kind of like the deal, the offer I sent was kind of like a fuck you slam guy, take this or I'll go to the next one because they're all gonna fucking want this. And he was like, yeah, cool, man. The guy actually had some good stuff, and I didn't go overboard, but I got nice value for what I spend in coins on slam. So that's always a win.
Nothing wrong with that.
Well, I hope not. I feel guilty still. I don't know. So now we go into Disney Collect. Do you do Disney, John?
Once again, when I remember to open it.
Okay, so you don't actively do anything in that one.
No, I'll if I see a set I like, I'll pull with some coins, but no, I don't really chase anything.
Yeah, I think I'm north of 800K in saved coins right now in Disney. And
I feel like I
have
just
a
blew mine
shitload
all, and I honestly can't remember what I spent them on.
I still have diamonds in there too. I have about 2,000 diamonds. Every once in a while, I'll buy a daily just for the hell of it on the case. There's going to be that old man set that I'm looking for, but haven't really spent on anything lately. So kind of bored there. I've just been melding for those Phineas and Ferb debut cards. I pulled a bunch of the debut cards because you meld those for the Phineas and Ferbs. I'm literally just.
That's right. I pulled a handful of those.
Yeah,
that's what I spent my coins
I
on.
just mulch them for Phineas and Ferb. Those are the only ones I really want because I like Phineas and Ferb. It's fun. And now, in Marvel Collect, they dropped a set this week. It's a long-running set, obviously, because this is Wave 8 of a set called Essentials. It was essential to me because they put out a Man-Thing card in that set, and you were very nice and went and blew a bunch of coins, John.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I spent probably about 300K just because I was bored and wanted to pull something and didn't want to spend my Star Wars coins.
And so he basically just like shipped me all of his essentials, which I'm still converting into Man-Things. And I've just had a running spam since I think it was Wednesday it dropped. And I've just been spamming nonstop, hoarding Man-Thing essentials. Take any gold, leave gold Man-Thing. Take any silver, leave silver Man-Thing. And I've got, gosh, I must have close to 40 of the golds and somewhere around 70 or 80 of the silvers.
I think I still have probably another dozen or so silvers for you too.
I feel bad because I'll see in the feed there'll be a string of like 3 and 4 people in a row looking for silver Man-Thing or looking for gold Man-Thing. Please, I'm desperate. And I'm just kind of like, don't mind me.
Well,
over
it's not,
like
it's not your
of them.
fault. They probably traded them to you in the first place.
No, I don't know. I hopefully people pull them and are like, this fucking Man-Thing. God damn it, I got another one. And I'm like, I'll send it right over. I will take that. I want all those Man-Things. So I got a stack of those going right now. And then I've been also spamming for my common deal, take any common, leave Man-Thing, Primal or Marvel Universe, and getting a bunch of those in too. And then, of course, the obligatory, I'm just going to do whatever the fuck I want from other people.
Of course.
As I say, they just come running with their dicks out. So here they come. You love that one.
Ugh.
Okay, so into the world of Neon Mob. Now, I know you've been doing a lot of stuff in Neon Mob.
I have had a ton of fun in Neon Mob. Especially, I started out as free to play. I am no longer free to play. But I've had a ton of fun over there. I love a lot of the sets. Actually got all of the #1 extra rares from Monkey Veins set.
Wow.
So all 6 of those, plus I think I got 3 of the #1 chases.
Damn.
Yeah, I had some extra credits and kind of spent them all on this.
Wow. So are you doing the subscription on there?
I am. I'm actually really enjoying it. Like that extra pro pack is really nice. I love the ability to bank up to 12 packs instead of 6. That's really worth it for me. And I'm getting, like Joe Walsh was saying, I was completing sets so much quicker. And I had taken a little bit of a break for a while because, like you, I completely forgot to open it one day and busted my streak.
Yeah, I hate that.
So I took that as an excuse to take a little break, and I came back. And honestly, with the Pro, I've been able to finish sets so much quicker. I'm basically caught up now as to, sets that I may have, left off half finished.
I'm still slogging through Metal Life.
I think I have 3 chases left on that one.
I have 5 to go on there on chases. I've got stacks of variants, but nobody's trading chases for variants. It's weird how those are coming out. It seems like I never pulled any chases until about a month ago, and then all of a sudden I started pulling chases. So I don't know if there was something in the rarity there or what. But man, the chases are busting my balls. It's 29% sold out. I'm not sure what that means in terms of how many free packs are
The free
left.
packs, yeah.
I don't know how many free packs are left on that one. So kind of sweating it, but it's been going on.
I mean, if that's an issue, I have a bunch of carrots, saved up.
It's been going on for so long. I almost don't care anymore if I get those last 5, to tell you the truth. And I've been able to trade some other things into those. Every once in a while, somebody will come after like Butterflies of Polygonia or some other set that I have a bunch of chases that I don't care about. I just pulled them literally for trade bait. And so,
man, I wish I could dump my Butterflies chase dupes.
Every once in a while, people come after even my singles on those. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, you want those? Let me see if you have any Metal Life. And if they have any chases at all, I try to get those, because if I get a dupe, then I can try to trade out for one that I need and stuff like that. So that's what I'm still doing there. I'm still pulling a girl, but I'm pulling it less since Monkey Set came out, the Line Fill Color Thrill.
Yep, I'm doing the Maps one. I did the Royal Air Force one.
I'm still working on that one too. It's kind of a janky set. It's not very good art. It's
what,
interesting.
the Maps?
Huh?
The Maps or the Air Force one?
The Air Force.
Okay, I just finished that this morning.
Yeah.
It was quick and it was easy.
I'm still plugging away on that. I think I need like one chase and some other stuff. The trading activity on it's like nil. I don't think it's a very popular set.
Well, and honestly, with so few cards in it, a lot of people are just done. They don't care.
Yeah. Well, I like to finish sets off and then I just burn off all my dupes. Like I keep like dupe chases and variants and sometimes extra rares, but pretty much all the other ones I just mulch into carrots. Keep that secondary currency going, baby. Oh yeah. So that's pretty much it for Neon Mob. And then in the World of Terror cards, the Plaguer Scenes set ended, and I completely bailed on it. Like I was like 2 or 3 waves in on it, and I was complete. And then the Scream Queens came out, and I was just kind of like, fuck you. If I get them, I'll get them. If not, I'm not going to worry about it. The award deadline came up on Scenes, really didn't even notice, didn't care. I missed the award, don't care. I'm still doing Scream Queens every week because there's 3 variants on that. You got a SIG that's only in packs for 48 hours, then a color version, and then a canvas version. So it's a lot to collect there. And I've been pretty lucky so far in terms of when I go into Pandora, I'm getting those more than I'm getting the other stuff that I don't want. So that's good. And then Matt's really heavy into those too. So we're kind of keeping each other's stacks level and stuff like that. So that's about all that's going on really in tarot cards. The melds are pretty much over for me, and I still try to hoard and stuff like that. But yeah, that's about it in tarot cards. I guess we're just waiting for Halloween.
Yep.
We're always waiting for Halloween because I love candy. So now we move into the magical world of Star Wars. And I'm not even going to play the Keeping It Weekly song this week because there's nothing. There's just no. Sorry, folks. I know a lot of you tune in specifically to hear the Keeping It Weekly song. Maybe Tops will have something for you next week. I don't know. So that's been kind of boring. And but I've been hoarding again. I've still been hoarding Veers, and I expect the Wave 2. I think they said the 4th or the 5th for the Wave 2 base as well.
I don't remember them saying a specific date, but I do remember them saying it was going to be 2 or 3 weeks after the Empire Strikes Back catastrophe.
It was a catastrophe, wasn't it? But the the hoarding on those was pretty good early, but now everybody's kind of tapped out because there's not that much of supply on the cards, and they don't have those packs out anymore, even do
Oh,
they?
no.
No. So what's
They were
out
just
there
about
right now is what there is. So I'm at 421 white on Veers, and 193 blue, 90 red, 53 green. 53 green, 23 orange, 7 purple, and 5 Jakku Sky variants. Doing good.
Not bad. Not bad.
Yeah, this is pretty good. I like how you just have like a armload of stuffed animals.
Yeah.
Is Baby Yoda riding the Loth Cat? I don't
Yes,
think
he was.
I don't think the Loth Cat would care for that.
No, he wouldn't.
It seemed like it was pretty snarly at him.
Yeah.
So what are you hoarding, John?
I'm not really hoarding anything right now. I'm in the same boat as you. I was hoping for something in the ESB drop. Nothing really popped out at me.
What was it you were hoping for?
Whichever picture I liked best.
He's not going to name his character because everybody else will go out and get him.
I mean, I'm always hoping that Wave 2 is going to bring back the Han image that I like.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The Bond
shot. Yeah.
Yep. I mean, I'd love that to come back. I think it would look great with the current base format. Even if it's not really a body shot, like
Yeah,
a lot of them are.
They seem to go away from scenes. They don't have a lot of scene shots. It's usually like costume shots. It's a lot like Series 3 in that.
Yeah, I'm hoping for die cut variants because I think that would also look really good with that base series.
Yeah, if instead of having all those color pops along the edge, if those were all holes,
that would be pretty cool. Even like the Starfield background too.
And
I think that would look great.
Take all that other bullshit out and just have the metal frame basically in the image, and a lot of tons of hole involved with that. So that'd be cool.
I know that would mess with your trypophobia. But,
That's true. Yeah, little baby frogs coming out of them. Oh shit!
But it would look great. I think it would look awesome. I would love to get a die cut to go with my Han die cut.
Wow. Oh, humble brag. Oh, yeah, by the way, I got a die cut of that.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like one to go with my Leia die cut.
Oh, well, I guess I'd probably like to have one that go with my Obi-Wan versus Anakin on Mustafar die cut.
I almost chased that Leia die cut that Christel has.
Yeah?
I love that card. That was almost my Horde in Series 3 expansion.
Really? Which
Yep.
one is that? Just regular
The
Leia?
Return of the Jedi one.
Return of the Jedi one
Oh, okay.
with the Return of the Jedi Endor outfit.
Oh, that's
And
one of
like
your
the
faves
gun.
too. Some of the best hair and best outfit.
Yeah.
That's a cool card.
Yeah, it's a mini horde of mine.
Oh, okay. Well, now
Yep,
a bunch
it
of
was-
people go get those and come at you with them.
Yeah, between that and my Han, it was 2 of the base cards that were never supposed to exist, but they made them.
Huh. Now, what are you hoarding now? You're still hoarding the ESB Leia, right?
Yeah, I got to see where I was at because I gave up and I haven't done anything on the app for days just because I tried to hoard and everybody kept sending me the other Leia. So like the whole time I was in the app, all I was doing was saying, sorry, wrong Leia. Sorry, wrong Leia. Sorry, wrong Leia. I got to 201 on whites, and then I was just like, I can't even right now.
It was just kind of a boring week. Really
Well, just, the people, they either would send me the wrong Leia or be like, which one? The one that just came out? And I'm like, yeah. It's still base.
There'll be
gonna
12,000 million of
thousands
them.
of them in a month. Just come on, man. Because I've got like hundreds of other base. I've got Rays and Padmes and
Yeah, that's a lot of people coming
Child
at me. It's funny because I had never.
I've got all the shit because I haven't been hoarding S7.
Shit, you got all that shit.
I got all that shit, man.
Oh, she got all that shit, man. Shit.
Shit.
She got the shit. Well, I had not hoarded like the entire time, so I have like hundreds of
Same.
everybody's base, and so
Same.
like all the Ray and Ray people just like, I'm like, yeah, take your Rays, give me my Veers, it's cool.
You know, I did the New Hope Leia for like 3 days, and then I sent them all to Rich for all his yellow TK.
Oh, well, that's
It worked out.
So you still hoard TKs?
Of course. I love TKs. I was super excited. I'm pretty sure that drop of the yellow TKs was basically just made for me.
You sent him that ESB? You sent him my layer?
No, not yours.
Okay.
I sent him the wrong Leia.
You said
The wrong layer.
the
Okay.
wrong Leia.
The wrong
Yes.
layer.
Oh, now they're your Leia?
Yes. Yes, she is.
Well, you're gonna have some competition on that one. That's a really pretty card.
Because I got
Apparently, all the Leia in my deck have been claimed.
Okay, there you go. You're out of Leias, if anybody asks. Sorry.
Yep.
Wrong.
All right, I'll just mulch my TKs.
Mulch? How do you mulch them?
I don't know. Figure out a way.
No, you can get them for awards. You slap sets together
Oh,
and
I'm
then
not doing that
mulch
shit.
to awards. Well,
I have like
Mulch.
3 or 4 of that yellow award set awards anyway.
I know.
so-
We had them forever. They're old to us. It's so funny when those came out and everyone's like, wow, oh, these are cool. It's like, gosh, I
Oh
remember
my
how much
gosh.
people hated those for so long. And Shadow
Oh, it was
Box.
great. I was getting a whole bunch of 2-to-1s or swaps with tips of them. It was awesome. And then I traded a bunch of because I had like 8 or 9 TK45s, the awards.
Uh-huh.
So it's like, you know, don't mulch 45 of them for an award. Trade me like, you know, 3 trades worth of TK and I'll give you one.
Save cards and money at John's
Exactly.
barn of awards.
Yeah, and I get to keep multiple sets. I save them from the inevitable mulching, and they get their awards for less than they otherwise would have. So
There you go. Everybody wins. It's just like our good old, don't use the smuggler's den. Send your things to me, and I'll give you blues at this ratio and blah, blah, blah. That's what we used to do all the time. So ongoing sets. Well, Solo is one of the only things that's still continuing. Biggs has met his goal. He has 50 of each of the bonus droids now, which perplexes people to no end that he's hoarding so many of those. They're like, why? And people try to get them off of him, and he's like, no, I need more of those.
aren't they only on wave 2 of those too?
Yeah, but the 3 bonus droids have been all the same throughout. They just keep dropping them in. I think it's in wave 3 now.
Okay, I was gonna say if it's only wave 2, that dude's getting 100 of each.
Yeah, he'd probably get to 100. That's just how he rolls. He's Jeemsing the fuck out of those things. So it's cool. So he's got something to do. And then comic covers came out again with gildeds.
And tungsten.
And tungsten.
Don't forget the tungsten.
More tungsten. Was that what you didn't? We didn't throw at those very much, did we?
I did.
Did you really? Again?
I didn't get anything this time.
I didn't even get a tungsten. Holy shit.
I didn't even get a tungsten. Last time I got that Han tungsten. So.
Such a consolation prize.
But
for
it's
what
not
you
freaking
spent.
Solo, so it's cool.
Okay. Don't
Yeah, I
judge
didn't throw at this
Judge
baby.
me. Don't judge me. I'm freaking Solo.
Okay.
He
Well,
looks good with the tungsten.
I think I just did a mega on my main and a mega on my alt, and I had enough for a set on each, and
You
that's all
don't
I care
even need
about.
to do that. You
I
can
know.
Just get
I know.
them from
I want to try to get a gilded too. I want to be.
You're gonna pull a gilded.
Well, I'm not gonna go fucking bet the farm on getting one and throw, huge mega stacks of crystals at the things, but I'll do a mega, and I have enough to put together a set on each main and alt, and that's fine. And if I get a gilded, yay, I'm a millionaire. That's what I'll be, straight up a millionaire. So that happened, and then Empire Strike Back, Fractured came out.
It's a weak wave.
Yeah, wow, it was a lot
weak.
of randos,
Yeah.
wasn't it? A lot of randos.
It's like you couldn't put Dak in there.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah.
Or have they done a
Or-
Veers yet?
No, I didn't chase those either. It was just, man.
I don't think they've done a Veers yet. So they're saving the best for last. Wave 3
Or wave 5. Who knows?
coming soon. Yeah, they just kind of keep crapping those things out. I'm not a huge fan of the design of that set.
Fracture.
No, I've never really cared for it. I didn't even like the original Force Awakens one, but yeah, just not a fan.
Yeah, I think I have the original set, and then the only other one I have is because Leamy Mercer sent me like a bronze and a silver set for just some random shit. I don't even remember what it was for. I was just kind of like, oh, okay, well, that's a whole set of cards. All right, that's fine. He just has so many of them. He doesn't give a shit, and I didn't give a fuck enough to say no, so I have those, but I don't collect them actively. And then they dropped. We've been wondering, hey, when are they going to finish up the concept for Mandalorian? Oh, we're going to do it all at once, in one big dump. 3 cards from each of the remaining episodes. So a set of 12 from episodes 5 through 8. You're done. That's it.
Yeah, I need to go in and get some of those, but
It's another one of those ones where you can do a mega here and a mega there, and then swap back and forth, dupes for needs, and you're done. It took literally, I was like, oh, this is great. I do this. It took me all of like 10 minutes to finish the thing. It was nothing. No activity there for me at all. So that was boring. And then, we needed another base variant with no fucking limitation whatsoever. Phasma Chrome. Yeah. You can hear the
Crickets.
fucking shoe drop and crickets in the background on
If
that
you
one.
thought Hut Bronze was lame, enjoy Phasmochrome. They should do Hux Ginger.
Oh my god.
Hux
They should.
Ginger variant. And it would look orangey, so of course could be confusable with Hut Bronze and
Or orange.
regular orange.
Yes, exactly.
But it's ginger.
no, I guarantee you next is going to be C-3PO gold. They did bronze, they did silver, they're going to do gold.
Oh, you're right. You're probably right. Yeah, 3PO gold. You already
3PO
called it.
gold. Nailed it.
So fucking weak.
And it's going to suck, and I'm not going to chase it.
Well, I mean, the no cap thing is, like we've said before, like bronze was always fucking useless. They were what, like 500 count or some shit like that?
They started out being, so in Series 3, they said they could sell anywhere between 150 and 200.
Okay.
But it would depend on however many were pulled. Series 3 expansion was the same. Series 4 was 200. 5 was, I think, 500.
Yeah, because those are the ones that
6 was
started
also
going into
500.
combos.
Yeah. Oh, God.
The never-ending combo. Just the complete disappointment of pulling those and those fucking pinks.
Oh, God. I forgot about the pinks. Those
I don't
were
even know if
freaking
they
awful.
sold those pinks out. They may not have even finished selling. I just gave them a bad idea. They're going to put those things back out again. I was really
No, those were the 75 count Series 4 pinks, right?
No. Yeah, I'm talking about those Series 5s were 750. The Series 4
Oh,
were
shit. I forgot about this. They were 75s.
yeah,
I forgot about those
75 in S4, but in S5 they were 750. And I don't know that they ever sold those out because they came out of combo packs for a long ass time.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But now we have this thing where there's no limitation on them at all, and they just get people are pulling them. Like I don't think people would pull so many, but it's really handy to pull some for cheap and then trade them for your hoard for the people that are chasing the set, because I see a lot of people.
I tried that. You know what I got?
Wrong layup.
Wrong layup.
Wrong layup.
Wrong layup.
Oh boy.
Yeah. But ordinarily, yeah, that's a fun thing to do.
I mean, the only thing that's good about these not having limited counts is that they're not going to show up in combo packs, 6 months from now.
That's true.
Or will they?
Well, yeah, I guess they sell what demand. Yeah, really. Oh, they don't have a limit, so we can put them back
It's
out again in
Star
combo.
Wars Card Trader.
battles.
Anything is possible.
Anything is possible in the world of Card Trader. Your dreams are coming true, baby.
I mean, hell, I just don't get all this no limited stuff. I mean, you could limit the silver, the Phasmochromes at 500, and they would still sell. I mean, you would probably make just as much money.
Would they?
Yeah, they would.
They
I
would.
don't know. I don't know. It seems
Especially
like
if they dropped it in waves. Yeah, they would sell.
it's so strange to see this formula of no limitation. It's really bizarre. There's never been anything like it really in the app that I can remember, other than like the open edition stuff that just nobody fucking
Everybody
cares about.
gets one. Everybody gets a participation trophy and a juice box.
Juice box and some orange slices,
Some orange slices.
and then we get a pizza party at the end of the season.
Exactly. There
Yay!
you go.
We love you, Coach, and we love you, Showbiz Pizza. The dirtiest place on earth. Come on in. That place is nasty.
Showbiz Pizza. What
Show-
pizza is that? I don't even know what you're talking
It's
about.
it's like it's like Chuck E. Cheese's.
But worse.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Showbiz Pizza, you don't remember that? There was one over right at Regency. It was like the shit. You missed the
No.
arcade era. You missed the arcade gamer era.
Oh, tell us, Uncle Greg.
Oh,
Tell us
okay,
all
well,
about the
back in the
arcade
old
era.
times, there was a man called Flynn, and he had a beautiful arcade with all the latest games, and he was the master of them all. Now, there's Showbiz Pizza, and they had this. That was one of the ones where they had this audio animatronic show with these animals playing instruments, the Rockafire explosion.
You know too much about this.
Yeah, no, it was a fucking deal. And then they were one of the first ones that had tokens that instead of quarters. So as soon as they got your dollar, it was useless now. It was
You
only
can remember all of this nonsense, but you can't remember shit when you need to go to the store and get it.
I know. Yeah, I'll come back and go, fuck, I forgot to get plates. We're eating off the countertop again, guys. Just serve
Well, Crystal, you should have told him 20 years ago, and he'd still remember it.
There you go. Then I would remember. And then you say, don't forget Rockafire Explosion, because they're good. And they had like an ape, and they had all kinds of animals that played instruments, and it was kind of terrifying. It's really the basis for that Five Nights at Freddy's game. It's the same kind of horrifying audio animatronic robots, which you could totally imagine fucking you up. They had a big thing around, they had a big fence around it so people couldn't get in close enough to get crushed by the hydraulic monster band that they had in there. It was terrible. But they had tons of video. That was where we used to all go, Friday night and go play video games. Nerds. I was like, nerd Friday night, go out and play video games. We'd play there until God knows when, until they threw us out. And then a friend of mine worked at this, he worked at a bar in the mall called Hula Hands, and they had a sit-down Pac-Man. And after hours, we could go in and the manager would open it up and just flip us 1 million credits. And then we would just play until our friend got off work at like 2 a.m. A lot of fun. Yeah, it was good. Yeah. So sit down. Yeah. And it was like a sit down Pac-Man. So you could, face off, one-on-one. Okay. And then, that was all for the new stuff. So now we move into the segment.
Wow, that was really all there was.
Yeah, really. It was a really fucking bad
Yeah.
week. There was just nothing going on. It was just boring and dull, and
Pretty much.
Meh.
it was bad. Sorry we had you on with this week, John, when it was so terrible. I'm going to have to have you back when there's something fun to talk about.
Meh.
I guess so.
Well, the one fun thing that happened just this morning was blind trades are working again.
Da, 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 da.
Somehow, I think they've realized, we forgot to flip that switch over there. Let's go ahead and turn that back on because it's working, and it's like pow, pow, pow. Yes, if you're looking for some out there right now trying to get Fat Clone Idiots up to 32 again, because I can actually see a blind list and send out offers on those.
Yeah, that's awesome. I may have to start hunting down some more of those cloth variant Hans. Might be time to do that.
Check me. You probably already cleaned me out. You probably
I'm sure I have.
cleaned me out years ago of those. It'd be worth a lot of Fat Clone Idiots right now. God damn you, John.
I think you already cleaned me out of Fat Clone Idiots. So
I'm
we're good.
sure, yeah. It was an equitable exchange, I'm sure. So, but that's interesting, and it opens up a lot of possibilities. I was saying this morning in our Discord, there's like an entire generation of players right now that have come in since the last 6 months that have never had a working blind trade ever, and really don't know how useful that is, and how it's going to be bad when they figure it out, because they're going to be,
Oh God.
everybody who has a vintage Han, let me send offers to every single person that has a vintage Han one by one.
Tops, if you're listening to this, I need like 30,000 locks.
Yes, please.
Or if you just want to lock all my 2015 and 16.
Right, yeah, we should be able to just lock an entire year. One big
Seriously.
lock, just like, put them in the shed and lock it up.
Yeah,
So,
no.
that's the most exciting thing really this week, is that blinds are working. I have no idea at what cost. We haven't really seen if that's going to play into crash problems with hot drops. We haven't seen any hot drops, so really nothing's going on. Great time to go ahead and get that working, but it remains to be seen if during a hot drop, if that's going to be an issue, if it'll work. Like say if they drop another platinum, which kind of just ended with a whimper, or 2 waves, and that's it. Are they done?
I don't know.
They awarded on it on the second wave, and another one didn't drop, so they may be done with that.
Didn't those usually drop on? I think those dropped on Fridays, didn't they?
I think they did, and they awarded yesterday, and they didn't come out with another set. Good riddance.
Yeah.
Good riddance.
Yeah.
Garbage in my book.
It never should have come back in the first place.
No, not in that form.
Yeah, that we just doomed us to getting it drop at 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock, yes.
Yep. Watch the live stream dumpster fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's nice that we don't have to worry about any any live polls this week, because nothing's happening. They're not going to drop anything in 3 minutes, I don't think. Dun dun dun. Oh shit! So we'll go ahead and move into what you watching.
Tell me what you're watching on your TV tonight. Tell me what you're streaming on your iPad. Tell me what you're watching every day and at night. I'll be outside watching from the bushes.
Cha cha cha. Okay, so there you go. That's the intro for what you're watching. What am I watching? I'm not watching much of anything. I
You
finished.
start watching everything for 5 minutes
Yes,
and then leave
yeah.
it on the
Yeah.
to be watched.
I started watching the Dark Tower movie that came out like forever ago, which apparently is on that HBO Max thing.
No.
It's not on HBO Max. What is it?
No, it was on Showtime.
Showtime.
I subscribed to that freaking week trial, so you have a week to finish watching
I'll
that
finish
movie.
it today. It's cool.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's
You
cool.
Finish watching it.
No, it's great. It's pretty cool. It's got Matthew McConaughey in it, and he plays Randall Flagg. He's just called Flagg in the Dark Tower, but he's Randall Flagg, which is the walking dude from The Stand, for all you King-ophiles out there, like myself. So he plays a really good Randall Flagg, and he, because he's kind of cool, and he's good looking, and but he's evil as fuck. And in this, he's really evil. And like his thing is, he has all these minions, and these minions are constantly pissing him off and disappointing him. And when when he gets mad at somebody, he just goes, "Stop breathing now," and then they die. He just tells them, he just points out and goes, "Stop breathing," and they go, and they die. And so that's literally, I think, the only thing I watched this week that I can think of any note. What? Here we go. Here's the half hour rest of the show. Hey, Crystal. No, let's ask John first, because then Crystal can take us all the way through to 11:30. John, what you watching?
Well, I think Crystal's going to have to take us to 12 because I got about a half hour to go. So
Really?
no, not really. So I I rewatched Letterkenny because I could. I would highly recommend that. It's free on Hulu. It's a show about a bunch of Canadian rednecks in their small town. It's hilarious.
What is it called again?
Letterkenny.
Oh, I've heard of this. Okay.
It's great. It's got enough crude humor that you would find it hilarious. In keeping with my watching shows about rednecks theme, I started watching The Ranch on Netflix. It's
The
okay.
Ranch?
Yeah, it's like Ashton Kutcher, Danny Masterson, Sam Elliott.
Ooh,
That's a good
Sam
cast.
Elliott.
It's okay.
Hey, that's a chance for me to do my Sam Elliott impersonation. I was doing a Sam Elliott impersonation the other day in the kitchen.
It was so bad.
It was so good. I sounded exactly like him.
So bad.
It was funny. It was good. No, I can't do it now. It was lightning in a bottle. I had it nailed.
Did you though?
It was perfect. I thought I was killing it as Sam Elliott.
You sure did think you were killing it.
I was like
Narrator, he was not
I
killing
was holding my finger over like this for a mustache. No, it went out into the shed and was never seen again. It's literally that level of stuff. And she's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm Sam Elliott. Beef, it's what for dinner." I might have been a little drunk. I don't remember what time of day it was.
Oh gosh. And that's really all I've been watching lately. But I have been playing a lot of old Assassin's Creed video games, just because I've had all this extra time on my hands.
Yeah, pull out those old consoles.
So I played Syndicate. I got our friend Biggs to play Syndicate because he skipped it, and it's really good.
I'm
and
excited.
then I've been going.
On June 1st, I re-upped my Xbox Live for a year, which had lapsed for months because I just hadn't played games, and I have so much time. I'm just like, fuck, I'm gonna play Skyrim. I'm gonna play Fallout, and so I re-upped that. And one of the games for gold this month is a game called Destroy All Humans.
That's on gold?
Yeah, it's coming on gold on June 1st. Yeah.
Oh shit, I'm getting that.
It's a fucking blast. Have you played it?
I played it years ago.
Yeah, me too. It was fun as hell. It was a really fun game. It's almost kind of like Grand Theft Auto-ish, except you're an alien and you are taking over the world, basically, for the Cryptosporidium, which I can remember that too. Yeah, that's the name of his planet, Cryptosporidium. And but it's a blast, and you do all kinds of horrible shit to people. You have to like kill a certain number of people in an area, or transform them into different stuff. And there's disguises you can put on to infiltrate different government areas. It's a blast. I don't even remember all the shit you can do in it, but I remember it was a hoot. I laughed my ass off at it.
Yep, I think I might do another Skyrim playthrough if I get bored.
I discovered it on Xbox. There's a ton of really good mod DLC, almost full-on DLC levels that you can do on there that you just download it. It's free, and they've got these huge new quests and dungeons and all kinds of, even a whole new islands with quests on them and stuff that you can do on Xbox from Skyrim. It's great.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I've played an unmodded version of Skyrim in probably 6 or 7 years.
I don't think I could at this point. Now, if they put out a new one, fuck yeah, I'm going for it. But I'm so spoiled by my god weapons and unstoppable. I mean, like I'm invulnerable. It's such a empowering feeling to go in and play Skyrim and nothing can touch you.
I don't even play, with mods like that. Just, enhancements to some of the graphics. There's a couple packs with additional items you can get. But yeah, it's just so much fun.
Yeah, it's a blast. I love those games, and I hate the online game model for those. I really don't want to play Fallout 76. I don't want to play Ender Scrolls, whatever the fuck they call. I'm not into that. I like the solitary quest aspect.
Yeah, I bought Fallout 76 It is. I pre-ordered it. It is literally still sitting at its wrapper just because I don't really want to play.
Yeah, I have friends that do play it. Our Evelyn and Ken play it, and they're way into both of those. And I think more into the Ender Scrolls one, but it's just not my jam. And I've seen, and especially in the Fallout one, it's just nasty. I mean, like show up as a noob, and it's like, oh, okay, hi. Enjoy your noob skin coat that looks like the character I spent 3 hours, creating.
Yeah, I'm not really. I don't really have any interest in playing online. I mean, if there are some games where like a co-op. I love games like that, like Far Cry. Where you can play with a friend, but it's still story based.
Yeah, and get some of those missions done that you have to do in co-op.
Yeah.
I'm always the boat anchor in any co-op game with somebody online. I go in to try to get the trophy, and these guys are like, "Come on, motherfucker, come on!" They're bitching at me. These 9-year-olds. You fucking idiot! Let's go! What are you doing? And I'm shooting at a fucking tree or something, wasting my arrows on a rock. I don't give a fuck. I'm trying to feed this bear. The bears will kill you. Run, idiot.
I'm usually pretty much the same way. It's like, come on. No, there's more loot.
Must get all the loot. So yeah, that's it. So Christel, oh my God, what are you watching? Here we go.
Not watching.
What aren't you watching? Look right into your personal camera and tell us.
What am I watching?
What are you watching?
Well, Run finished. That was the one that had Hux in it on HBO, and it was great. I enjoyed it a lot. Miss America finished on Hulu. That was interesting. I liked it. That's the one that had Kate Blanchett and like everybody in the universe. Killing Eve, I think, finishes up.
Did they kill her?
Sunday? No.
God damn it! Kill her!
No.
Kill her! Kill her!
That show's a lot of fun.
Her.
And then Snowpiercer, I'm enjoying that.
We're behind on that.
You're behind. I went ahead and watched it.
We as a family are behind on that.
Yeah, okay. And then they dropped.
See, you're holding her back in this too, Greg.
Yeah, right.
Boat
they
anchor.
dropped last year's The Flash and Supergirl on Netflix. So I was able to watch the second half of the seasons because I watched it up until Crisis on Infinite Earths, and then I was like, it's too busy. So I just wait until it all drops, and then I watch the second half of the season.
It does have a lot going on with all those characters.
Yeah, there's a lot.
I'm probably 2 or 3 seasons behind on all of those shows.
Yeah, and then I think they're about to finish up Legends. Should be maybe like a week or so. I think that'll show up on Netflix. So I'm behind on that as well.
Good job.
Yeah, good job.
I like it.
Really enjoying What We Do in the Shadows.
Yeah, that one's the best.
That might be one of my favorite things right now.
That show is ridiculous.
So good. The Mando gallery thing.
That's amazing.
Continues to be amazing.
The new one is so good because it's all.
That's with the practical effects.
Yeah, so good. Which includes Baby Yoda. That's where they finally really delve into the design of Baby Yoda, and he's adorable. But the making of that puppet's really interesting, and how how many stages of design they went through, and how it all all of a sudden just kind of clicked, and everyone was just kind of like, oh.
Yeah, the people would go and talk. They would talk to it.
Yeah, it was cool, and they went more into the Werner Herzog story, how much he loved the baby, and he was directing the baby.
Yeah, it was great.
Being a baby is a complicated profession. Listen, Christel. He always loves the word Herzog impersonation. Now Sam Elliott came into the picture, and he's got some notes for you, Baby Yoda.
I did watch some new stuff. There was actually new stuff I watched, of course. There's this crappy show on History called Barkskins, And
The fuck is that? I saw it in Up Next.
I don't understand what the F is going on, but it's like, a history show, and I don't understand. It's like Canada and the Hudson Bay Company and New France, and and Indians and Iroquois, and it's just like, what? I don't know. I watched 2 episodes and I don't know why.
I don't know what it is. What did I just watch? What is this?
I don't know. I'm hoping something is gonna happen. I don't know. It's just weird. I don't know. I was thinking maybe there'd be like history stuff in it, but it's just
made up shit.
It's got the guy who was Ares in Wonder Woman. What's his name? David Thewlis, I think.
Okay.
But he's in it, and he's over the top.
He never worked at Showbiz Pizza, so I don't know.
He's over the top crazy in this. Yeah. So it's kind of interesting to see how crazy he's going to get. So
how much more crazy could he get? I don't know.
How much more crazy could he get? So, yeah, I watched 2 episodes of that. I don't know if I'm going to keep watching it. I don't know. If there's nothing else, I guess I will.
There isn't.
I started watching Space Force on Netflix, which wasn't as great as I thought it was going to be. Probably like the actual Space Force. But, I only watched like 2 episodes, so maybe it'll, pick a little up. But I guess the best new thing that I watched this week was the Grant series that they did on History Channel.
Yeah, everybody's talking about that.
It was a 3-part series, and it was, dramatized, and then also talking to history professors and different people and everything. And it was very interesting, and apparently executive produced by Leo DiCaprio. So that was interesting.
Hey, I sent out a blind earlier for Fat Clone Idiots, and I just got a pink and a purple laser burst.
Huh.
Nice.
But
now those purples are finally in reach for you.
Yeah.
To finish up, if you want some history, you want to, expand your mind a little, check out the Grant on History Channel, because it goes into a lot about how, because basically history over the years has been mainly the storyline that's written has been the lost cause of the Confederacy and exalted General Lee. So that's the storyline, because a bunch of people in the South are the ones who wrote the history of the Civil War.
Right.
So that's why everybody thinks,
Now this is one's written by a bunch of Yankees.
There you go.
A bunch of Yankees got together and rewrote history.
So it basically made it so that General Lee is exalted and Grant is just a drunk. But actually, he's not a drunk. Well, he probably was. He did like his whiskey.
Everybody was drunk.
Everybody was drunk. Everybody likes whiskey.
Holy shit.
But he was a brilliant strategist, and it goes into a whole lot of the strategy, especially the Vicksburg campaign. And then
you love that shit.
Yeah.
You love that shit. Get that Civil War going.
Yeah.
Get Sam Elliott in here. I want to talk to him.
The only thing it was missing was Sam Elliott. But it basically goes into, that he was a lot more than that. The drunk that's portrayed in most of the history is that
he also liked heroin.
Brilliant strategist, and really tried to help with the restoration of the South, and to stop the emergence of the Klan and crap like that.
Well, you did a great job.
Wow.
Postscript: the Klan still exists.
It was very interesting. There was stuff I didn't know in it that I learned. So I was like, there you go.
Well, you love a historical show.
There you go.
She likes it historical like
that. So
that.
if you want some history, watch Grant. Don't watch Barkskins. Or I don't know, maybe you're supposed to watch Barkskins drunk. Maybe
there you
that
go.
Makes it better.
General Grant probably loves that show.
He did like whiskey.
He's a Yankee.
Well, especially compared to the other Northern generals in the Civil War. I mean, there was Admiral Burnside, or General Burnside, where sideburns come from.
Which sideburns a name for him. He's got a lasting impact on society.
And then there was the ever famous General Hooker.
Yep, General Hooker. Yep.
He liked to have sex with prostitutes.
Yep.
I
So-
think. I don't know.
Well, I believe that's actually where hookers come from.
Cool. I did it. I nailed it. I made a historical connection.
So there you go. So yeah, that's about it.
Okay. Well, that was a lot. So
Anything dropped? Nothing dropped.
yeah, nothing dropped at 10 o'clock.
Nothing
So
dropped.
it's just an absolutely dead
The
ass week.
doldrums. We're
The
in the
doldrums.
doldrums.
Yes. We're in
The
this,
do-
the
like
summer
the
slump.
doldrums of the sea, you know, when we reach the part of the
Yes,
sea
there's
where there's
no
like
winds.
no winds.
They would just sit there and they'd have to
Nothing.
paddle. Paddle, motherfuckers.
Nothing.
Paddle. Let's get out of this shit. We're going to die. There's no
Paddle
water.
through this
There's
with the
no
waves
fish.
of phasmochrome. Paddle.
They'll drop something on us at 2 o'clock.
Something ridiculous, I'm sure.
Something we'll hate. Or maybe we'll love it. I don't know. We might have to break back in and have another. Probably not. So, anyways.
Special report.
Probably,
no.
yeah, special report worthy. Well, John, thank you very much for spending some time with us. Again, sorry that it was such a bad week. I blame Tops for such a nothing week to talk about. And I think it shows in the energy of the show. It's really just like, why did we even do one of these this week? Nothing fucking happened this week. It was pretty awful. So hopefully, better times ahead, and I look forward to 2 o'clock.
But they fixed blind trades. So
But blind trades are working, so we got something to do
There
now.
you
I'm
go.
going to be looking for fat clone idiots and then hoarding man things over in Marvel Collect. So that's what I got to do. So, folks, if you would like to join in the fun, you could call us at 904-628-1138. You can send us emails to hoardcast@gmail.com. You can find us on Twitter at Hoardcast. We are all in the apps all the time, hoarding fat clone idiots. I am Ted Salas in Star Wars. I am Man-Thing in Marvel Collect. Crystal, you're still Padme1138 everywhere.
not everywhere.
Not in Huddle.
Well, no, not everywhere, because you know how the signing up for things, it was
Oh,
stupid, and
yeah.
it would say that's already exists. So yeah, just Star Wars Padme1138.
Okay, so that's that. And John is ObDaOG.
ObDaOG.
ObDaOG. And you're almost everywhere with that, yeah?
Pretty much, yeah.
Because I was looking for you in Marvel, and there you were, ObDaOG.
Yep.
So thanks again, folks, we also have a Discord. So if you're looking for an invite to the Discord,
That doesn't suck.
that doesn't suck. It's a good Discord, a lot of nice people there, having a lot of fun, and really a good community built there. Really nice. So it's a little less cutthroat and a lot more friendly and fun and just nice. So
Nice.
if you want that, you can DM me or send me a tweet or find me on Reddit, whatever. I'll get you an invite and get you in there. And so we thank you again for listening, and we hope to have you here and see us next week. Thanks again, John.
Anytime.
Thank you very much.
Minshew! Woo! Minshew!
Soon.
He's doing media availability and stuff with.
We are Legion.
We are all.
We are one.
We are.
Watching.